At the heart of the Global Immersion Guarantee are people-to-people relationships, and you can see that in all kinds of ways. Our students are having transformative experiences because they are developing these people-to-people relationships while they are in country.
We're working with people from different countries, sharing ideas because everyone has a different story to tell.
The relationships are about people. It comes down to people engagement, personal relationships, how we understand other cultures, how we engage with them. And I think the NCP gets, and what Monash is doing here, gets right to the heart of that.
You know, books are very good and videos are very good, but when you smell the air, you see the people's faces, you develop different frameworks with thoughts, and you're able to change your subconscious just because it's right there in front of you.
I think what's really beautiful and exciting to see here today and throughout this whole visit by Monash here is that it's really brought to life what was just a few years ago an idea. The new Colombo plan makes wonderful logic on paper and as a policy, but it's not until you get here on the ground and you see the kinds of relationships and the kinds of dynamic collaboration that Monash has been able to achieve here that you realise how wonderful the deliverables are.
One of the aims of the unit is to get students to apply their theoretical learning in real-world situations, and I sat through multiple student presentations that really demonstrated just an incredible grasp of the complexity and the nuance of India in terms of both its social, political, historical and really localised grassroots context.
I chose India because I felt as if it was a very contrasting culture. Spending time here in a program that's structured and teaches you about the culture like concurrently to being in the city was going to be really beneficial.
We want to challenge them, we want to engage them, and we want to give them these kinds of experiences. And the idea is for students to work in collaboration and partnership with our stakeholders and partners in all of those locations so they can richly experience and engage with so many of the key issues, not in abstract, but in application.
And it's absolutely fantastic. The program which Monash has set up here with IIT Bombay and with TIS to bring such a large and dynamic and interested set of people here, I think it gets right to the heart of where we want to be taking the Australia-India relationship.
And so we want to partner with those who can see the value of supporting such a program. It means that we can give this opportunity to all eligible students.
Monash funds pretty much the entire trip. All we've had to pay for is our own food here. Even that, a lot of it has been supplied. So I've been able to enjoy the trip without having to worry about budgeting and money.
International education is expensive, and that often discounts students who otherwise would love to go but simply don't have the means to support it.
If it wasn't for the gig program, I might not have had this opportunity, not for a very long time. And I think that's so important, and I'm so grateful, and I encourage anyone who has been in a situation like me that hasn't had the means to travel to jump on the program, because it is 100% worth it. I've had the time of my life here.
It builds strong and enduring institutional linkages, and it also fosters and encourages a whole lot of personal individual experiences here in India, which will increase India literacy in Australia in an intelligent and engaged cohort of students, which will then just bleed through to the broader community. And so I think it's an initiative to be applauded what Monash is doing here in Mumbai.
The gig program too, it's very hands-on. Like, you're not just sitting there doing lectures, and I've met amazing people, amazing children.
It's a privilege for all the kids to see them and make new friends from overseas and make international friends. It builds a really strong community. We aim to promote Australian rules football to the underprivileged kids in the government school, where they don't even have a physical education teacher, where the sport is not more important for them.
When students return back into the classroom, we expect they'll ask different questions. They'll take different lenses to whatever area they are studying. And we believe that is where we will be able to see the greatest change of our students.
Seeing that the way that non-government organisations gave back to the community that really needed their help, I was really taken aback at their selfless work, and it was really an inspiration for me to pursue teaching. So I intend to do a double degree of education and arts so that I'm able to give back to the community the same way I saw them do that.
And I hope that all of the students come away from their collaboration here with new ideas and new ways of doing things that will colour their whole experience through further study.
It will shape the choices that we make from now until the end of our degree in terms of what we'd like to study and even the areas that we'd like to go into as a career.
I've definitely put into perspective like what I want to do personally in my life and stuff. And like I want to change my degree now to arts and law because I'm so passionate about human rights, and I didn't realise how much it was, like how important it was to me until now.
This global immersion guarantee has really given me the opportunity to see what impact the things that I'm studying actually have on different corners of the earth.
A border isn't a border anymore, I think, so we need to have more discourse and critical thinking across borders.
It was so much more than an academic experience, and I think provided a platform for students to develop lifelong friendships.
Monash is the only university that actually does a program like this, so it's quite unique.
At Monash and Arts, there's so many opportunities, and this is just one of them. This is just the beginning.
The Global Immersion Guarantee is available to all Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Global Studies students on all of their associated double degrees in order to take our students out into the world to study the intersection of society, technology and the environment, whether that be here in Mumbai, in India, in Malaysia, in China, in Indonesia or in Italy.
In this day and age, it's so important that in the globalised world we're collaborating and working together to combat issues surrounding poverty, sustainability and environment, and Global Immersion Guarantee really gives us the opportunity to do that, and I think it has motivated us all to aspire to create change as our career.